So it looks like the Solarwinds breach is just getting worse. The saga continues, and today we're going to be talking about a very disturbing development that I just found on the Solarwinds subreddit and what that could mean to you. So let's go ahead and jump on into it here. All right, so what happened? This was just on the Solarwinds subreddit there, and you'll see it throughout this presentation. I've actually blacked out a lot of material because I just don't think it's appropriate to be putting it out there. I'm not trying to give any publicity to these idiots, but what I am trying to do is just make people aware that, hey, this could have an impact on your particular organization. So what they said was, hello, we are putting SolarWinds data for sale. Obviously blacked out the URL there. We will be posting more soon. So obviously I reported this to the mods, but then I was like, let me go see what these dummies are talking about. And it's not really looking that good, unfortunately. So the entire website is actually just a bunch of text. And it says, Happy New Year, welcome to X. We are putting data found during our recent adventure for sale. Now, what is that data? Microsoft Windows partial source code and various Microsoft repositories, price $600 grand. Cisco multiple product source code plus internal bug tracker dump, $500,000. SolarWinds product source code, all including Orion. Now, when they say products, that's plural, and they say all, so that's inclusive potentially of every SolarWinds product that's out there. I'm not entirely sure. This is very, very vague, but it's up for $250,000. And they also have something called the customer portal dump. Now, what is that customer portal dump? I have no idea. Could there be some type of sensitive information on there that people don't want getting out? Potentially. Could it also mean that, hey, now because you have the source code for all of the products, that you will now know all of the people that are using Orion products and potentially using that source code, how to actually go after them with specific exploits? I'm not entirely sure, but I don't think that's really a good sign. Next, FireEye private red team tools. That's bad. Source code, binaries, and documentation. Only $50 grand on that one. And then finally, this additional info. Is this really happening? Can you provide proof? Yes and yes. I have not seen any proof as far as I'm aware. I did not really dig in to those onion addresses because, quite frankly, that's not a place that I want to go on my work computer. But suffice to say, they're saying they can't provide proof. Why no more details? We aren't fully done yet. We want to preserve the most of our current access. Consider this the first batch. So this very well could just be part one of the SolarWinds sales video series, unfortunately. Next question is, hey, you're a vendor, you want your data back, talk to us, why not leak it for free? Nothing comes for free in this world. Okay. And how to buy, contact us for more information. Please do not contact these fools. All right, moving forward, what does this really mean? Well, first of all, yes, I operate in this world, but I am not a true blue cybersecurity professional. There are much smarter people out there that I hope would opine on this video and start talking about this particular evolution of the SolarWinds saga. Start talking about, okay, what can you really do with that source code? How bad is this? What could have been on that customer portal? We're not really sure, but hopefully cybersecurity guys will actually chime in here. Next is work with your IT and your MSP. So the fact that they're saying that they have the source code for all of the SolarWinds products, apparently, or I should say allegedly, that's probably not a good sign. You need to figure out how that could potentially impact you there. Next is just keep tabs with how the story evolves. So this could just be a bunch of idiots LARPing, or this could be legitimate sale of potentially very, very sensitive and confidential information that could impact a whole ton of businesses out there. So make sure you're just keeping tabs with how this is moving. Next, you need to beware the cybersecurity questionnaire. So that we've seen this coming from vendors, clients, as well as the insurance industry as a whole, because obviously I am a cyber insurance guy. So with that, if you get some sort of questionnaire that's asking, hey, are you or could you be in any way impacted by the SolarWinds breach, you really need to be careful about how you answer that, because this story is constantly changing. So my best recommendation there is I'm not giving official insurance or legal advice, but you need to work with competent legal counsel to see, if you have to answer some sort of questionnaire to make sure that you're not potentially screwing yourself over, potentially denying coverage for yourself. And then you also just need to say, okay, how could this impact our business? What particular policies, procedures, or controls do we need to put in place now that if this is legitimate and this goes sideways and these guys are actually telling the truth and they're not just LARPing on the internet, how do we try and minimize or potentially completely avoid any impact moving forward? All right, with that, Hopefully this is just installment number 1, and there will not be any more leaks up for sale, but hey, it's a crazy world out there. If you enjoyed this presentation, this is my latest book, Damage Control, Cyber Insurance Compliance. That is the web address where you can actually go and download it for free. If you'd like to support the cause, keep the wife happy, then you can go ahead and purchase a copy, both Kindle and physical versions, on Amazon.com. With that, warn your buddies, share this video. This could get dicey. Stay safe.